Welcome to the live stream. I'm your host Ilya. We've got Helena here and Guchin Fei, our cameraman. So let's get started. Today is a regular live stream, guys. Very good to see you on Sunday night, whether it's the beginning of the week for you or the end of the week for you, depending on how you count. Today we're gonna spend 2 hours talking about what was listed in this live stream, and you can see it in the description on YouTube and on Facebook. I'm currently on YouTube. I'm also watching you guys on Facebook. So join our live stream no matter where you are, what platform you're using. Today, everything we talk about, we already exposed here. You can see this is our modular solar generators, AC300 and its expansion battery B300, and our biggest modular solar generator, AC500, and one of its expansion batteries that was originally made for it, B300S, already here on the table, on the desk. So then we'll talk about those modular solar generators. We'll also talk about different combos, how we can connect two batteries here to batteries here, how we can mix the batteries for AC500, and of course we'll talk about solar power, because our generators, our modular solar generators, are the best devices to harness that solar power. Not only enjoy it on sunny days, but also on cloudy days. On days when there is no sun in the sky, you can simply store solar energy in those big boys and then use it at night. Use it again when there is no much solar activity going on. Let's learn about it together, guys. Let's learn how we can prioritize solar energy in our lives, and it will save the planet as well as save our electricity bills. Of course, as always, we do giveaways today. For those of you who are here for the first time, no, we're not giving away our power stations, not today, but we're giving away our merch. We give away 2 BLUETTI hoodies that I have right here. I personally use this hoodie every day, so I don't only talk the talk, I also walk the walk. I use this hoodie every day, mainly to test it. Is it actually good? And it's really good. I've been using it for around 6 months by far. We also give away 2 BLUETTI multimeters, must have in each household. We have a t-shirt. We give away 2 iconic classic BLUETTI t-shirts, 100% cotton. Those t-shirts we used to rock with Gabriel during our live streams. This one t-shirt, give away 2 of those. And we give away BLUETTI mini fridge that I have right here. This is a BLUETTI mini fridge and a microwave, because it also has heating mode with, you see, this is the car power socket output, this is the input. So yeah, let's get started. Let me get my hair organized and let's get started, guys. Welcome everybody. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. Today I'll be looking in the comments more because I just enjoy seeing those. Good evening, Not Slim. Thank you for being the second here. The first was Shane Ross. It's a second one here. Ooh, okay. Hello, Ryan, Steve O, Stewart's Prepping, William Randall, Way from Science, Jeff. Hello, folks. Hello, Jeff. Many of you guys I know. We also have some new people here. If you're new here, grab a chair, grab a snack, get comfortable. We'll spend next 2 hours exploring our modular solar generators as well as solar panels, okay, in hopes to find the best one for you. Okay, but we always say there is no better or worse. Well, of course, some power stations are superior or inferior to others, but price is also a very important factor. So they will try to choose just the best power station for you. Okay, now here is some general information about BLUETTI. If you're new here, we make power stations, we make solar panels, we also make various just accessories and cables and all those charging ports and all those stuff. You can find them on our website, BLUETTIpower.com. This live stream is only for the United States of America. Now, if you're watching me from Europe or from any other country, you can surely stay here, no problem. But the discount codes that we have, if we have any, today we don't have any discount codes, we don't. But the giveaways in this case are only for the US. So when you win the giveaway, we will want you to email us your shipping address in the US, okay? So I want to tell you guys in advance, because this is for, the giveaways are for the US only, okay? Now, Just some general info about our company. We've been on the market for a couple of years, not very long. This industry is actually relatively new. We are one of the leading companies. You maybe heard about competitors, and BLUETTI is one of the names that is actually known in the industry. So we make power stations. We have different types of power stations. We have smaller power stations like this one, for example. This is EB3A, okay? It weighs only 10.14 pounds, really lightweight. Here's a bigger one, EB55. This one is a little bit heavier, but also has a bigger battery capacity. Here's EB70S, for example. So we make power stations like this. You can just carry them around or put them in your car. Really lightweight, perfect for a small trip. But we also make bigger power stations. You probably remember about AC300 Max. Let me show it to you for those who don't know. AC300 Max is a bigger 2000 watt-hour battery capacity and 2200 wattage. Now, this one has a battery inside, right? So really easy to understand. People who don't know what power stations are, you can just think about them as big power banks that also have AC outlets, aka wall outlets. Now, power banks, we can only recharge them from a wall outlet, right? Our power stations, we can recharge them in different ways. Of course, from solar panels, from your car, when you're on the go, from lead-acid batteries, from generators, from other power stations, and as well from wall outlets. Now, if you think about it this way, there is really not that much difference from a power bank. Essentially, just like a big power bank for different devices. And for devices like blenders, hair dryers, during power outage or off the grid, you would want to have our power stations. But those are really different. So you see there is like two parts here. This is the main unit and this is the expansion battery. So AC300 as well as AC500, and those are just names, you don't have to remember them. They don't have a battery inside, okay? So this one has no battery, which begs the question, what does it have? Well, we put first of all a lot of outputs here, also has an inverter and UPS. So it absolutely requires at least one battery to work with. For AC300, it's only B300. For our newest modular solar generator, AC500, it can be both B300S or B300. It can be both, it can be either or, but yes, it absolutely needs a battery to work with. This one has no battery, okay? So what are modular solar generators for? Well, actually, as the name implies, they're to store solar energy and then to allow you to use it when you need it, okay? So the cool thing about rigid or roof solar panels is that they're big and powerful, and they can help you really harness a lot of energy, but how will you use it later, okay? If there is no sun, or if something, if you need it later, there is really no way to store the energy. So we absolutely need modular solar generators to make solar power more stable, because solar power is, of course, very unstable, right? It depends on the place where you live. I know that many of you live in southern states, so there's a lot of solar activity going on there, Texas, and other parts. So you can surely use our products to maximize on solar energy. It's also good for the environment, and it will save you a lot of money that you spend on electricity bills. Okay, so what is the conversation going on in the comments now? I'm not following, so all right. Okay, cool, guys. If you have any questions, if you have any suggestions, go ahead and ask and answer questions. We highly welcome that. What we can help with, unfortunately, is customer service. So if you have any after-sales questions, or you want to reach out to BLUETTI support, I put the information about BLUETTI support in the description here on YouTube and on Facebook. So first, highly encourage you to go on our website. Oh, I'm sorry, I did not put it this time, but just go on BLUETTIpower.com and search support, and you'll find it there. Again, we cannot really do much about support. We can only tell people who are responsible for that. But again, yeah, so we are from the US marketing team. I know that many of you guys come here because you have some questions or you have problems you ran into about after sales, but really neither me nor Helena, we cannot really do much about that. We can just, again, just tell, we have this one group, we can send it to the group, so hey, this customer reporting a problem. So, okay, but again, guys, it's not that we don't care about your problems. We would really love to help. It's just that sometimes we cannot. Okay, all right. Yes, about our winners who won last time or who preparing to win these giveaways. Absolutely remember to actually email BLUETTI livestream. What is the email again for the giveaway? Livestream at BLUETTI.com. Yeah, livestream at BLUETTI.com. Remember to email when you win. Okay, so let's get started, guys. What do we have here? So, all right. So AC300. Let's start talking about AC300 first. It's like a smaller compared to AC500, not physically, but in terms of battery capacity and wattage. So AC300 right here. Again, first of all, let's absolutely make sure we understand the structure. This is the main unit, okay, and this is the expansion battery. Now we're not hiding those cables. You cannot see them because we only have that much space to work with. So we do have a thick cable right here that connects AC300 and B300. It's expansion battery. Again, we absolutely need at least one battery for AC300 to kick on and work. How many batteries can we use? Well, it depends. Let me turn this one off first so we don't get distracted. So we can use anywhere from 1 battery to 4 batteries. So it can be 1, 2, 3, or 4, okay? And maximum amount is 4. This is for AC300, okay? Now, the battery capacity of B300, as you guys can see right here, it's 3,072 watt hours, okay? So we use 1 battery, you have 3,072 watt hours. You use 2 batteries, you have double of that, and you can have maximum 4 batteries for 3,072 watt hours each. Okay, now what is the next criteria is really important, right? Is the wattage, the AC wattage. What is the maximum amount of watts that AC300 can pull out? It's 3,000 watts. Easy to remember, AC300, 3,000 watts. AC500, 5,000 watts, okay? There are some nuances to that, so let's talk about it in a little bit more detail. So yeah, this is 3,000 watts right here. It can pull out for pure resistive loads, those without an inductor, without a motor. It can be higher than that, okay, but not significantly higher. And of course, for inverters with an inductor or motor, we have surge power, spike, so it can go up to 6,000 watts. Spike 6,000 watts and drops down below 3,000, no problem at all. You can be using it for hours. Okay, so guys, you have to understand that the amount of time that you can run or charge your devices, but we're talking about more power-hungry devices, maybe about a heater, a very power-hungry slow cooker. The more batteries you have, the better, okay? So if you have 1 battery, it's great, okay? It's enough for many of you, I know. 2 batteries is even better, 3 and 4 even better. The cool thing about this modular storage generator is that we don't force you to purchase a specific set. Like you absolutely have to get 2 batteries or 3 batteries. It's 3 or nothing, or it's 2 or nothing. You can decide for yourself, depending on your lifestyle, depending on your needs. I can just tell you really like this rule of thumb, really stupid, but it's true that the more batteries you have, the longer you can power your devices. So just figure out for yourself how many batteries you need, because those cost money, right? So how many batteries do you want to invest into? And if you just get 1 battery or 2 batteries right now, no problem. You can later purchase more batteries if you want. So this is one of the reasons why we actually put the batteries separately. The other reason, there is really no hierarchy. I'll just list a couple of reasons why we put the batteries separately, why we don't build it in here. Well, first of all, it would be very heavy. This unit is already heavy. This battery is heavy. Inside of this unit, it would be even heavier. You don't want this. I don't want this. I don't like lifting heavy stuff unless it's in the gym. So yeah, I'm really happy that the battery and the main unit are separate. Another reason, guys, it can serve you for 10 plus years, no problem. But of course, one day, it will not be as fresh as before, and it's time to change the battery. But again, the battery, you don't have to change the main unit. The main unit will be working. So then in 10 plus years, what you want to do is just get another battery. This is it. You don't have to buy the main unit. It's both eco-friendly. Okay, we reduce the waste, and number two, it's budget-friendly. So I really don't think there is any disadvantage of having the battery separate from the main unit. Well, maybe one thing is those cables that many of you are not particularly fans of, but really we don't have any secret like Bluetooth connection with the battery or anything like. Some people suggested that we change the design so we can like basically make those battery ports here on the top, so we can basically like stuck them one in the other while connecting them. Well, it might look better. It's not really practical because sometimes many of people who buy our products are van enthusiasts and van dwellers. So suppose you just can't put one on the other. You want to put it next to the battery. So really, we will be experimenting with the design for sure. We're working on that, but for now, it is what it is. This is how you connect them. Okay, cool. So now let's take a look at the outputs. What do we have here? The outputs are different on AC300 and AC500. So let's take a look. Okay, now here on AC300 itself, we have number one, a 12 volt and 30 amp RV plug. Okay, 12 volt and 30 amp RV plug. Here we have a 24 volt and 10 amp car power socket. And as you guys can see, it's 24 volt DC output only. Don't mix with DC 12 volt. Because indeed, on other power stations of ours, it's always 12 volt and 10 amp. But here we decided to go higher. 24 volt is definitely a faster charging, so there is no downside you might think. However, some devices only support 12 volt. Don't worry about it because, as I said before, each AC300, each unit requires at least one battery, right? B300, and on B300 we have a 12 volt and 10 amp car power socket, also called cigarette lighter. Okay, now here we have USB-C 100 watts quick charge, USB-A 18 watts also quick charge, USB-A 5 volts and 3 amps 15 watts standard. Okay, let's move on to wall outlets or AC outputs. Here we have 6 standard wall outlets, 20 amps max, 100 volts to 120 volts. 1, 2, 3, all the same, 5, 6. And we have one recreation vehicle use only NEMA TT30, 30 amps. You can pull out up to 3,000 watts as well as those outputs. 3,000 watts, and you can use this output to charge your vehicle. This is for recreation vehicle use only, as it says here. And as you guys have noticed, oh, you have not because you can't see that, but it's pure sine wave. So if you're running maybe medical appliances or things like that, it's pure sine wave, don't worry. Now, on the top of AC300 here, okay, hey, can we please switch the camera a little bit so we can see the wireless charging pads here on the top? So we have 2 wireless charging pads rated at 15 watts each. As long as your phone supports wireless charging, enjoy. No cords, no cables needed. And we have 2 of them, so you can use it with your partner, with your friends, together at the same time. Now let's move here on the B300 battery. And here we also have a couple of outputs. So as I said before, we have a standard 12 volt and 10 amp car power socket. We have USB-C port, quick charge, 100 watts. Remember, this is the second one already. We have the same one on AC300. And we have USB-A 18 watts quick charge. Here is the button to turn the battery on. Here it is a reminder that the capacity is 3072 watt hours. And here is the battery indicator. So if I turn it on right now, just long press. Okay, let's show the main unit. So here we have the battery indicator. It's anywhere from 20 to 40%. So let's show the main unit right now. And on the screen you will see the battery percentage. You can also see that the main unit kicked on because we turned the battery on. So here we have 29% right now of the battery. So it's like real-time situation. You used it before, you forgot to charge it, or you don't need to charge it, even though we recommend to charge it just in case power outages strike, so you better have it charged. So we can see the battery and everything on this LCD screen that we'll talk about after the first giveaway. Time flies and we're entering our first giveaway because first 20 minutes of the live stream passed. So our first giveaway is going to be the BLUETTI t-shirt. Here it is, classic and iconic, 100% cotton, so you don't worry about it irritating your skin. It's 100% cotton, very natural. You can do whatever type of activity in it. It says just power on, and on the back side it has a very elegant logo, and it's also available in different sizes. This is the size that I'm wearing, 2XL. This is XL, by the way, so people just like loose t-shirts, I found out. Anyway, when you win, tell us your size when you email us. But right now, guys, what I want you to do is type BLUETTI in the comments, either on Facebook or on YouTube. Wherever you prefer, just type BLUETTI in the comments. And make sure you like this live stream and you have subscribed to our YouTube channel. We have 20 people right now on Facebook and we have 15 people on YouTube. So 18. Number of people is going up. Okay, now, yes guys, type BLUETTI just like this. Don't forget to drop us a like, it helps a ton. Okay, so, yeah, maybe, you know, just right now when I'm looking at the name of the live stream is introducing the BLUETTI AC500 and B300S. But I thought it's really important to talk about AC300 and B300 first, and then make a transition to AC500 and B300S and make a comparison, because they're obviously very similar. But AC500 is superior, it has a lot of features that AC300 does not have, so we'll talk about that. Now, yeah guys, type BLUETTI in the comments, just like that. We are now competing for the first giveaway, BLUETTI t-shirt. And again, the giveaways, we can only ship them to the United States. So make sure you provide us your address in the US when you win. Okay, BLUETTI, BLUETTI, BLUETTI. Perfect. There you go. This is how you do that. Just type BLUETTI in the comments and our team chooses the most active one in the comments. Okay, now we're almost there. Let's do a countdown from 10. 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So the winner from YouTube is Shane Ross. Shane Ross. Congratulations, Shane. And the winner from Facebook is Bill Randall. Bill Randall. Congratulations, Bill. So dear Shane Ross from YouTube and Bill Randall from Facebook, please reach out to us, email us at livestream@bluetti.com. For the shipment, please send us your name, phone number, shipping address in the USA, and your t-shirt size. And please attach the screenshot where BLUETTI official says congratulations to you. Okay, that was the first giveaway as promised in the advertising to this live stream. Every 20 minutes we have giveaways. Well, sometimes of course it takes us more time to technically choose the winners, announce the winners, so don't be too strict on us guys, but yeah, every 20 minutes. So we stopped on the screen of AC300. Now let's take a look. Let me take you on a tour to AC300's screen, and of course they're similar to the screen of AC500, so we'll only spend time talking in detail about the screen of AC300, so we don't have to spend that much time talking about the screen of AC500 later on. Okay, so first of all, in the center, and yeah, I want to start with this thing. I never started from this, but yeah, you can adjust the brightness of the screen. So for example, if you're in a dark room at night, you woke up, you want to maybe make some changes, you know, to your power station, you can always go to settings, skip to the last page, well, actually the page before last, and change the brightness. It can be as dim as that and as bright as that. Okay, and let's start from here. So number one, what we have is the battery life. Here's like real life situation. So right now it's, we're using it and it's at 29%. It is what it is. We have a battery indicator on the B300 battery itself, but we also have it on the screen. And as you can see, guys, we have like 4 squares right here, and only one of them is orange, whatever this color is. The other 3 ones are gray. This is because we only have connected 1 battery right now, okay? And we could connect maximum 4, as was said before. So battery SOC stands for state of charge. So it's not charging right now, so it's 0%. Battery online, this battery is online, and the 3 batteries are offline. We have not connected them. Those are gray. And battery state is standby. It's ready to be used. It's actually, we're using it right now. Okay, so here on the home page, you can see PV and W. What does that mean? And also 0, or an O, what is it? It's a 0. So PV stands for photovoltaic, also referred to solar panels. So here you can see how many watts, W stands for watts, are coming from PV, okay? It can be 100 watts, 200 watts. This number will change when you're charging your AC300 and B300. Here we have the same thing, but for grid, and grid stands for maybe wall outlet charging, maybe charging from a generator, maybe charging from another power station. So again, how many watts are coming from grid when we're charging from grid? Now, here's the input, right, when we're charging our AC300 and B300. But what is below input? It's output. Is the opposite, right? So here we have DC load. We can be charging our AC300 from DC charging methods. Those include PV and car charging, and you can see it here on the top. And DC here refers to using our DC outputs. And I'm talking about wireless charging pads on the top. I'm talking about 12 volt and 30 amp RV plug, 24 volt and 10 amp car power socket, those USB-C and USB-A ports, okay? Including the outputs of B300, but actually we only have DC outputs there. We have a car power socket, USB-C and USB-A there, right? So we will be able to view how many watts are being put out from our DC load, okay? Now, if we click on it, and yeah, we can click on it, we can see total DC output power, the same number we will be able to see from the home page here, so maybe like 200, 300, 350, 341 watts, right? And when we click on it, we can see total DC power output power, and we can also see the information about every output in particular, like 24 volt and 10 amp output power. This one, yeah, 24 volt and 10 amp output power, 12 and 30 amp output power, and some smaller outputs. We combine them together like USB, Type-C, and wireless outputs. So you can see how many watts each of this output is pulling out. Now here's AC load, right? So AC load, and we have 6 AC wall outlets and 1 NEMA TT30 right here. We have 7 AC outputs in total on AC300. On B300, we don't have any AC outputs, we only have DC outputs. So we'll be able to see what is the wattage of AC load. And this one is actually important because you cannot, you don't want to go higher than 3000 watts, okay? Now, if you click here, again, you can see output voltage. It's going to be 120 volts, or maybe a little bit higher, a little bit lower. It's going to be output power in watts. Again, don't want to go higher than 3000 watts and higher than 6000 watts when it's spiking, when you're using a device with a motor or an inductor. And output frequency in America is going to be 60 hertz, of course, and output state is right now stop. It's not working. Well, we haven't turned it off. We haven't turned it on, excuse me. So here for PV, for example, for charging, you can also see detailed information. DC input, DC 1 input voltage, DC 1 input power, DC 2 input voltage, and DC 2 input power. Okay, and for grid is of course the same. We can see what is the AC input voltage, and again it's going to be around 120 volts, AC input power, and AC input frequency. Okay, Now let's go back. So here is the home page. What else can we see? We see two buttons, right? DC and AC, and they say off. So we can turn them on. Yeah, we can. DC on. Perfect. And the same goes for AC. AC on. Okay. So what happened now? We can use any of those DC outputs right here, okay, including those outputs, including wireless sharing pass at the top, and we can use all those AC outputs right now when DC and AC are turned on. Now when you finish using them, we highly advise you to turn them off just to save the battery as much as possible. So that's what you would do, turn them off like this. And also if you want to make some major changes in the settings, make sure that at least AC output is turned off. Now let's go to settings themselves. So first of all, we have language settings, English or Japanese, because this unit can be, with a subtle adjustment, can be used both in the United States of America and in Japan. Just funny fact, because you know the frequency and voltage and wattage in Japan is very similar to America. It's not. The same cannot be said about Europe, for example. It's very different, right? So. Actually, guys, it refers to all of our power stations, okay? I always say that. Actually, the majority of people here are Americans that live in America, but we also have some people, might have some people occasionally from European Union countries or from Canada. Well, in Canada, it's the same as in America. Basically, the voltage and the wattage is the same, but for Europe it's different. So don't worry, we have the same power stations, but for your country, okay? So you just go to our website, BLUETTIpower.com, and choose your country there. So now here we can adjust the AC output voltage. It can be either 100 volts or 120 volts. Next we have AC output frequency. It can be 60 Hertz in America, 50 Hertz if you need it. DC 1 input source and DC 2 input source. What is that? It refers to charging. So when we're charging our AC300 and B300 from a DC input, okay, you can either choose PV, photovoltaic, or you can choose others. So others refers to anything else from PV. So if you're charging from a solar panel, choose PV. If you're charging from others, choose others right here. You'll figure that out, guys. It's not that hard, but again, maybe some of you are not going to buy this power station, so you don't even need to know that. Now, eco mode turns the AC inverter off in 4 hours. So you can either turn it off, you turn the eco mode off, or turn it on, and it says what it does right here. I prefer keeping it on. It really does no harm, only good. Okay, machine type. We have two types. Machine type can be a single phase or a split phase. So single phase is when we're using one AC300, and split phase is when you're using two AC300s. And yeah, you heard me right. You can actually connect two AC300s together. And why would you do that? Well, with the Fusion box, you will have double of the voltage. So you have one output that can pull out 240 volts, as well as 6,000 watts, but only one output though. But for that, some of you it's crucial, so you want to have two AC300s. So yeah, split phase is an option. Well, don't go to split phase mode just yet, because otherwise it will give you an error. If I click right now on split phase and the machine is definitely in single phase, it will just give you an alarm. So you don't want to do that. Let's go back. Let's just close this window. Next we have working mode, and this is my favorite one. This is definitely the most interesting part. So we have 4 UPS here, and UPS stands not for the Great Delivery System in America and other countries, but UPS stands for uninterruptible power supply or uninterruptible power source. So basically, in a nutshell, what it is, it's when we have blackouts, right, our devices turn off. Well, if we have UPS, this will not happen. If your device is plugged in a grid wall outlet, it's very vulnerable. A blackout, unstable connection, boom, device turn off. If it's plugged in a device and battery with UPS, it will not happen because, well, how it works, for example, you plug in our module storage generator in a power outlet, right? And when the grid power is there, you will not be wasting the battery, but when the grid power is gone, the device that is plugged in here or here will switch to the battery of AC300 to B300, so it will not turn off. So this is the UPS mode. This is called offline UPS or standard UPS. But we also have other UPS options, and let's take a look at each and every of them. So number one, what I was talking about is standard UPS, okay, offline UPS. Now, next one is time control UPS. So time control UPS, first of all, we have an explanation right here. This is what I like. You can just read it here, you know, when you have time, and don't worry if you will not understand anything. Time settings, again, read the explanation, very useful. You can set up to 6 time slots right here. So when to start working and when to stop working. So you can program it according to your lifestyle, according to your day. And here is a parameter of battery settings. We can set battery SOC low and battery SOC high. So battery SOC low would be this number that when the battery reaches, right, you don't want it to go down, you don't want to deplete the battery lower than that. So realistically, it would be around, let's say, 10%. So I'm saying that when the battery drops to 10%, I want it to cut off any load, either AC or DC load, because I want to save the battery, maybe for emergency, maybe for later use. So, you know, it's 10%. So it means, what it means is, again, when the battery, we're using the battery, it depletes, and when it hits 10%, it will stop, it will cut off any AC load, so we can save the battery. It's mandatory, you don't have to use it, but if you need to, if you want to, it might be very handy. So it might come in handy. And the battery SOC high is basically the same. It's when the battery hits a certain percentage, let's say 95%, we want it to stop charging because we don't want to overcharge the battery, you know. So yeah, that's how it works. Now let's go back. We have PV priority UPS mode. So what this mode is doing is basically we have reserved capacity for PV priority. Now guys, here's the thing, 10% is the same percentage here as the percentage on that time, like SOC low, but they have nothing in common, okay? They have nothing to do one with another. I was trying to contact our engineers to fix this problem, but they say it's complicated. It's how it's built, it's the code. Now, so don't get confused. This 10 batteries right here has nothing to do with the SOC low. So here you can set the amount of the percentage that you want to be charged from solar panels when you're using solar charging combined with another charging method. Well, with AC charging method, it can be, let's say, the most commonly used is wall outlet. When you're charging from a wall outlet and from solar panels at the same time, you want to let the system know what is the percentage that you want to be charged from solar panels. Realistically, it can be 80%, right? Maybe 70%, 60%, 50%. So you can set it right here. Okay, let's go back. And the last UPS option is customized UPS. It's quite self-explanatory. So here we have grid charge status. We have it enabled or disabled, and we can have it enabled or disabled. Time control status, enabled or disabled. Of course, go ahead and enable them if you want to actually use them. And here is the time settings, so what you have already seen. So you can set the period when you want to start working, okay, and working mode, when to start and when to end, okay, right here. And SO settings, again the same, battery SOC low and battery SOC high. When the battery drops to this percentage, it will cut off any load, it will stop working. When the battery charges to this percentage, it will also stop charging, not to overcharge. Now, again, those numbers that I showed for battery SOC low and for PV priority UPS, they have nothing in common. And the engineers from the team said that don't worry about it because you can only choose one mode at a time, so those numbers will not interfere. Okay, here is the silent mode. So silent mode, what it does, it slows down the fans when you're charging your AC300 and B300. Slows down the fans. Charging is slower, but it's totally silent. And maximum grid input current is 15 amps. This is the max, but if you want to go higher, you want to request a password from BLUETTI support, enter the password here, and you can go up to 30 amps. Now here's PV parallel enable or disable, on and off. So basically when you're charging from PV, from solar panels in parallel, please enable it by turning it on. When turning from PV in series, turn it off. Bluetooth on or off. Bluetooth is for an app. Yeah, we do have an app. And if you're planning to use the app, which I think is absolutely great, the app is fantastic, turn it on. Now, if you, for some reason, don't want to or don't have to or not planning to use the app, just turn it off. Bluetooth state right now is, of course, disconnect because we have not connected it to any Bluetooth device, aka my phone. Wi-Fi also has to be on for the app control, but again, you can turn it off if you don't need to use it. And Wi-Fi right now is, of course, disconnected. Okay, let's go click next here. We have buzz settings on and off. I always keep it on, my personal preference, but if we have an alert, overload, overheat, temperature too high or temperature too low, short circuit, any error really, I want to hear a buzz like beep because I want to know something is malfunctioning. So I just first of all turn everything off, and then unplug everything if I'm running any devices and reboot the unit, restart it. So okay, now some pro users maybe don't want to have this on, or you're testing it and it will be giving you buzzers many times, so you want to turn off. Anyway, you can turn it off if you want. Now, next we have touch sound. It's always this one is always turned off for me because, well, some people might find it to be satisfying when you click on it and hear a sound. Some people might find it to be annoying, so you can just turn it off. Backlight brightness, again, can be as dim as that, as bright as that. I know exactly it's not the brightest possible, but we can compensate that by the fact that we can use the app control. So now date settings, you can see the date here and the time here. And sleep time refers to sleep time of the screen, so it can be as little as 30 seconds. If you absolutely need to save the battery, to economize the battery as much as possible, it can be 30 seconds, so the screen will shut down in 30 seconds after the last touch. So right now you can literally count 30 seconds. You will see the screen will turn black. Now, of course, when you click on it again, it will come back. It's not like the power station is turning off, okay? And as you guys can see here, you can restore factory settings for, in this case, USA, because it's the USA unit, but you can also restore it for your country. So when you receive the power station in your country. It's a very useful function to restore because sometimes you click something, you forgot what you clicked, something is malfunctioning or not functioning as you would want it to. So yeah, just go ahead and restore to factory settings for your country. Okay, now let's see if the screen turns off or not. I have no idea if 30 seconds passed, but it should turn off in 30 seconds. It's about to, I think. So yeah, this is the menu of, oh yeah, okay, here it is. So here's what. So I don't want this to happen. So what I wanted to, we have other time zone, like other time periods, like 1 minute. It's also quite, not for me. Well, 5 minutes is better. I think many of you will find it to be the best option. But because I'm showing you the screen right now, I'll just set it to never. Okay, but I think 5 minutes for you would be optimal. So we still have data and alarms here. We'll talk about them after our second giveaway. Here is our second giveaway coming once this timer turns red right now. And our second giveaway is BLUETTI multimeter. We give away 2 BLUETTI multimeters, one on Facebook and one on YouTube. So no matter where you're watching us, you can get the BLUETTI multimeter. Okay, and I'm very excited about it, of course. And here's the thing, guys. If you're new here, I would love to show you how to place an order during the live stream. So let's go ahead and do that. We are on YouTube. We could also be on Facebook. So here's the description. Let's say you want to get, let's say you don't want to wait for us. You just want to get AC300 and B300, okay? So just click this link, This is the official link. This is just the shortened link, and this is the basically it will lead you directly to this website, BLUETTIpower.com. Okay, as long as you see this name, is the official website, and you can choose whatever you want: AC300, B300, maybe B300, B300, and solar panels, more solar panels, and 2 batteries. This is it. And also, while we're here on the website, also we love to show you our BLUETTI lifestyle. Many of our giveaways coming from BLUETTI lifestyle. So for example, right now we give away our BLUETTI multimeter. This is what it looks like. It costs 1,999 BLUETTI bucks, whatever that means. Well, here's what it looks like. Okay, and it is designed to be safe and accurate for professional electrical testing or home use. Okay, so yeah, we give it away right now, so please type BLUETTI in the comments. BLUETTI, BLUETTI, BLUETTI in the comments. Don't forget to give us a like. We have right now 17 likes. Yeah, awesome. So type BLUETTI in the comments on Facebook or on YouTube, wherever you are. I can see you guys typing BLUETTI right now. Many people, too many people, but it's okay. Yeah, let's compete. BLUETTI, BLUETTI, BLUETTI in the comments. Our second giveaway, time flies. BLUETTI multimeter goes to someone, we don't know who, but we're about to learn it very soon. So please type BLUETTI in the comments. Make sure that you are following us, subscribe to us. Make sure you give us a like. Make sure you share this lesson with your friends. Awesome. So let's go. BLUETTI, BLUETTI, BLUETTI. We are slowly but surely passing the equator of our live stream. 1 hour left before the end of our live stream. So the multimeter goes to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So our YouTube winner is Melvin Roberto. Melvin Roberto. And the Facebook winner is Steven Jenny Bagian. Steven Jenny Bagian. Congratulations. Yes, congratulations, Melvin and Steven. Please email us at livestream@bluetti.com. Send us your shipping address in the USA, your phone number, and attach the screenshot where BLUETTI official says, or about to say, just said, congratulations, Melvin. Congratulations, Steven. Okay, with that being said, let's move on. And we stopped on the data and alarms of AC300. So let's keep exploring it. So here we have data, okay? If you click here, you will see 4 tabs. We have product info, we have inverter and charger info, we have battery information, and we have alarm history. So product info, we have model right here, we have a serial number, and we have numbers of different versions like DSP, ARM, and HMI version, and more. Might be useful if you want to tell it to the customer service if something happens. Now, here is inverter and charger info. We have, again, 4 tabs here, but all this info we could see from the home page. So I like the fact that it's very, very well organized right here, but you might just want to access it from the home page. And again, the same is true about battery and alarm history. Here is the alarms. We don't have any. I think we actually did have, but we cleared them after fixing them, of course. And yes, you can clear them like this in 2 clicks. Here's the number of alarms, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Here's the occurrence time. You will see the month, the year, the day, the hour, the minute, the second, and the error code. And you can look up the error code in the user manual. User manual is, of course, included in the box. And it's also available on the website. Just go search user manuals, and you will find all user manuals for all of our power stations and all of our products in the PDF version. Just go to the website and comment F, user manuals. Okay, guys, so this was a screen of AC300. Now, let me give you more information about AC300. So number 1, again, let's just kind of sum up everything we said. Okay, guys, the screen. Let's go back to the studio and let's reset the giveaway timer. Okay, so AC300 and B300 is indeed a home backup system, okay? The wattage is 3000 watts, the battery capacity is 3072 watt hours, and you can connect maximum 4 batteries like this, so in total it will be 12,288 watt hours. The battery inside of B300 here is lithium iron phosphate LiFePO4 with the lifespan of 3,500 plus life cycles before the battery drops to 80% of the original capacity. We have 240 volt split phase bonding, which means that you can connect 2 AC300s together for a split phase if you want to have one output that will be able to pull out 240 volts and 6,000 watts. AC300 and B300 is also chosen for many times because it's a UPS device, uninterruptible power supply. It has 4 UPS modes, as we saw. And of course, for this beast, we have to have many ways to recharge it, and indeed we do. 7 ways to recharge it. Okay, you can sing with me. It's AC charging method. It can be wall outlet. It can be a generator during power outages. It can be another power station in theory. Now, solar charging method from solar panels. It can be our solar panels, can be any other third-party solar panels, or it can be your roof rigid solar panels. So as long as the voltage, the open circuit voltage, is in the correct range, you can use your roof rigid solar panels. And we even have such thing as step down module for voltage. You can check it out on our website. This is in case, and it probably will be the case, that the voltage of your roof solar panels is higher than the allowed voltage here. So you want to use this step down module to basically lower the voltage so it's compatible with AC300 and B300. Another charging method is from lead acid batteries. Sure, if you want to use this method, perfectly fine. You can be charging from lead acid batteries, and you can combine AC and DC charging methods. And you can even do such thing as dual AC. So you can get one more adapter. Well, actually not one more because we don't need an adapter for it. You can get an adapter, right? And you can carry out dual AC charging if you want to. It's an option. And of course, when I said combining AC and DC charging method at the same time, for most of you, we'll be charging from the wall outlet and from solar panels at the same time. Okay, now the dimensions of AC300, let's figure that out. It's 20.5 inches by 12.5 inches by 14.1 inches, and the weight is 47.6 pounds. So you see, you probably thought it's heavier, haven't you? Yeah, it's not that heavy. It's pretty heavy, but it's not that heavy because it does not have a battery inside. What accessories do we have in the box? And I don't really like the word accessories because accessories refers to something like, like accessories, but we have cables there. We have something we're charging our power stations with. So number one, of course, the bread and butter cable is the AC charging cable, and as was said before, no adapter needed. Simply plug it in here. Here is the biggest one is AC. Plug it here, match the white dot, and we have 1, 2, and 3 here. Match with 1, 2, and 3 numbers here. And this is the AC charging cable. You can use it to recharge from a wall outlet or from a generator. Here is the PV charging cable. Okay, solar charging cable, MC4 connectors to aviation plug. Again, we have the input right here, and open circuit voltage here is from 12 volts to 150 volts, 12 amps. So it's indeed a very wide range from 12 volts, very low, to 150 volts, very high. It's a good thing. And we also have a car charging cable. It looks like a car charging cable, car charging plug, right? And on the other side, we have MC4 connectors. Now, of course, we have user manual in the box, quality certificate pass card, and a 4-year warranty card. Okay, so the maximum the maximum solar input that you will get for AC300 and two B300s, I want to highlight that for an optimal solar input, for a higher solar input, you need two B300s. But again, it's not necessary. You just can enjoy slightly lower input, it's totally fine. So for two B300s, with two B300s, the solar input that you will get is 2,400 watts. Okay, and for maximum fast dual charging, solar and AC is 5,400 watts. Okay, and again, the wattage is 3,000 watts, and the AC output, the AC input, excuse me, the AC input is 1,800 watts by default, which can be boosted to 3,000 watts with the 30 amp charging cable. It's sold separately on BLUETTI. Okay, now let's talk about the weight and the sizes of this battery. Well, obviously the length and the width are the same. It's 20.5 inches and 12.5 inches, and the height is shorter. It's 10.5 inches as opposed to 14.1 inches. However, it's significantly heavier. It's 79.6 pounds. There is no way around that. To be that powerful, you have to be heavy, and it's heavy. So as long as you get used to that and used to this idea that, you know, big power is one of our slogans. Big power doesn't have to be in big size, yeah, but it has to be high in weight. So those are not power stations that you would love to carry around if you're a man. I mean, not to discriminate anybody, of course. If you're a strong person, this one is better, excuse me. If you're a strong person, then you can lift it. I can surely lift it, but do I enjoy it? No. We're preparing for the live stream. Our cameraman is helping me all the time to mount them on the table. So you just have to know that. However, guys, and you probably will not like what I'm just about to say, but those are still portable. So if you have to move places, if you have to move, let's say you're going to see your grandma and you want to bring those power stations with you, simply put them in your car and forget about the weight, right? Put them in your car and voila, you can now use them in a totally different location, no problem whatsoever. So those are not to be meant to carry around by hand, but if you have a vehicle, and I suppose you do, take into account you live in America, if you have a vehicle, and if you maybe have someone who can lift it with you, or maybe you just want to carry it like for 10 yards or something, you can surely do this. So it's still portable, and we only stick to portable energy right now. Now we also have the new product we're about to present soon. Totally different design. I'm not going to talk about it yet, but yeah, here is a thing that is both powerful, a lot of battery capacity, and again you can have 4 batteries like this and 6 batteries if we're talking about AC500. You can even connect 2 AC300s together and have 4 plus 4, 8 batteries in total, right? And it's still portable. So to kind of give you an idea of how much is 3,072 watt hours, right? So because here we only have DC output. So let's say you're using this battery on its own, which you absolutely can do that. Let's say you're charging your laptop from this battery. You can give your laptop 50 plus charges. That's a lot of charges. Now, we don't even need 50 plus charges, right? On one day, my laptop needs 1 charge, maybe 2 chargers if it's a long day. 50 plus charges, like what, 50 days, 25 days, depending on how often you charge your laptop. So your phone, you can give it 208 plus charges. Now, this is just enormous. It's an enormous amount of chargers. It's like almost for 1 year. Now, next we have camera, and for a 16 watt hour camera, you can give it 166 plus charges. Yeah, okay. Now, here's the thing. To recharge B300, because B300 is the battery, you want to recharge the battery, right? Sure. You can recharge it when connected to AC300, and we recommend you do that. You don't want to disconnect them, they're going to be connected when you're using them. Charge them like this, no problem. If you want for some reason to recharge B300 battery separately, you can surely do this, but you have to understand that the AC input, the DC input, the solar input, the solar VOC, open circuit voltage, are going to be different. Are going to be not as great as for AC300. So remember, for AC300, for example, the open circuit voltage is from 12 volts to 160 volts. Guess what it is for this battery? Well, it's from 12 volts, but to 60 volts only, okay? Which means that you have to pick up a solar panel, the open circuit voltage of which is in this range, from 12 to 60 volts. Whereas if you recharge when it's connected to AC300 and B300, now you working with the range from 12 volts to 150 volts. So you have a wider choice, broader choice in terms of solar panels. Okay, now if you were charging this battery alone when not connected to AC300, the maximum AC input you will get is 500 watts compared to 2,400 watts, or better to 1,800 watts, more realistic for most people. So, and when you're charging from AC adapter and solar panels at the same time, the maximum input you will be getting for this battery is 700 watts. Whereas when it's connected to AC300, you will be getting as high as 2,400 watts. Okay, and okay guys, here's the thing I have to correct myself. And I didn't check your comments, so you probably spotted this mistake that I made. I said that to charge AC300 and B300, because for most people it's going to be like that. You don't have to unplug them, just keep them the way they are. So AC300, you've got one AC300 and one B300, right? So 2,400 watts max solar input. This is the realistic amount for even one B300 battery. Now, for dual charging, right, it's 5,400 watts. But here's the clarification that for this input you require two B300 batteries, okay? Or the rate would be limited to 3,000 watts with only one B300. So let's go through it one more time. So basically, first of all, guys, I want to tell you this, that don't rely on those numbers too much, okay? And I hope you don't, and nobody does. So don't expect it to have 5,400 sharp. It's going to be lower than that, okay? And you can go just simply read articles about solar panels. This is the way things are. Solar panels, solar charging is unstable. It's still great. We still love it a lot, of course, and we're going to be using it as much as possible, but solar charging is unstable. It depends on many factors: solar intensity, whether it's the partial shadowing, whether the angle you position your solar panel at is not ideal, ambient temperature, and other factors. So here is the rule of thumb. If you have two expansion batteries, you will be able to get a higher solar input, okay? Well, if you have one battery, you still have a very high solar input, but not as high as for two batteries. But it's kind of not really that important, because if you have two batteries, you will need a longer time to recharge them, right? So just if you see this number like 5,400, wow, that's a lot. It is a lot. Of course, it's a lot. But it requires two B300 batteries, or the rate would be limited to 3,000 watts with only one B300. And this is if you want to recharge it from a wall outlet and from a solar panel at the same time. To be honest, I don't know really why you want to do it on a daily basis. Sure, sometimes you have a spontaneous idea to go somewhere. Your friend calls you to go camping. You're like, oh sure, give me a couple of hours to recharge my power stations, and you can use wall outlet charging while charging from solar panels at the same time. I would say normally, if you have a good sunny day going on, why wouldn't you just plug your solar panel, and charging from solar panel alone, right? No electricity bills, really. That's what I would do. So I would say that try to prioritize solar charging as much as possible, and if you have to speed up this process, yeah, you can charge from the wall outlet and from solar panels at the same time. It's possible, it's doable, no problem at all. It's standard charging, but again, from my point of view, I would be prioritizing solar charging all the time I have an opportunity. If you even have like a lower input, don't worry about that. Let's say that the solar charging input is 2,400 watts max. Let's say you have 1,000 watts. It's very good already. So for 1,000 watts, it's over the roof. So just will take longer time. Well, you don't have to wait for it. You don't have to like stand next to the power station to watch it charging. You just leave it there. Our MC4 connectors on all of our solar panels are long enough so you can put your power stations in the shadow, and you can put the solar panel outside. As long as it's not raining, as long as it's not like hailing and stuff, you're good to go, guys. Enjoy solar charging. Don't have to wait next to it. Everything is fantastic. So another thing is 240 volt connection, and here's how it works. So if you decide to go split phase, you have to have two AC300s, okay, connected together with the communication port, and each AC300 has to have at least one battery, so B300, and you will have a Fusion Box Pro. It's called PO30A. So this Fusion Box, it will connect one AC300 with the other. They connect through this port, and you will be able to pull out the double of the voltage. So for America, it's 120 by 2 to 140, and the double of the wattage. So for this, in this case, it's 3,000 by 2, 6,000 watts. It's great. You will have only one output there that can pull out that much voltage and wattage. But again, if you want to run some crazy big washing machines or heaters, things like that, why not? Sure, if you want to, you can do that with a split phase mode. Another way how I see it, I see why people would want to get it is to maximize on the battery capacity, because as was said before, you can connect maximum 4 batteries to one AC300. So if you connect two AC300s, you will have 8 batteries, and 8 batteries will give you in total 24,576 watt hours. So if you know that prolonged power outages might occur in your region, you want to have something that will allow you to simply run your devices for days. Well, in this case, 240 volt connection that enables you to hook up 4 plus 4, 8 batteries, which will give you 24,576 watt hours of battery capacity, is a great option. This is again AC300, 2 AC300s, and 4 B300 batteries. Now, of course, if you want to go even higher than that and connect 6 plus 6, 12 batteries as opposed to 8 batteries, 4 plus 4 there, you can go for AC500 and B300S. And we'll talk about that shortly. Now, don't forget about 24/7 home UPS device for UPS mode, so you are now immune to both power outages and blackouts. And blackouts can be followed by power outages, but not necessarily. But even if it's like a short 30-second, 1-minute blackout, UPS device will protect your most important gadgets, maybe using your PC, personal desktop computer, or some medical appliances. Yeah. Okay, now the price of AC300 alone is $1,499, but again, it requires at least one battery to work with, so we will need B300, and the price of B300 battery is also $1,899. So let's check if the price is still accurate. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. We are on this website right now, and what you want to do is to I'll wait for it to load. More payment options or buy with Shop Pay. And And okay, so we don't have a code right now, do we? We don't have a code, right? Live B300. We have a code. Oh, okay. I think I entered live B300S. Yeah, right. So live B300. Oh yeah, so 2,099 becomes 1,899. Perfect. Okay, back to the studio. So guys, here's how you just saved. What is it? $200. I almost said was $200. So yeah, this is how you purchase during the live stream. And yeah, don't forget to enter those discount codes. They are only valid during the live stream. So let me actually put it here. I forgot to put the code B300, and I'll put the code. Okay, perfect. Now you can see the code there. Oh yeah, it's a giveaway right now. Let's go. Why not? Giveaway. Let's go. Let's go. But let me actually. We stopped. Where did we stop? We stopped on AC300. I will show you AC300's app after that. Okay, let's go. So. BLUETTI, 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 type BLUETTI in the comments. Our next giveaway is BLUETTI hoodie, and we're picking up one winner from Facebook and one winner from YouTube. So here's the BLUETTI hoodie, okay, also 100% cotton with this pattern on the back, you know, very beautiful. BLUETTI logo, pockets, the hood itself, perfect. So let's go. BLUETTI, BLUETTI, BLUETTI in the comments. Also remember, read your comments. I'm being quiet, probably won't win. Yeah, I didn't say you have to be loud to win. But yeah, at least type BLUETTI so we can notice you. Okay. Oh, a major hurricane in Louisiana, and it's now close major weather events where, yeah, you know, North American weather can be rough. And yeah, so we can protect people from hurricanes, things like that, but at least we can facilitate what you can do during power outages and during blackouts. So yeah, BLUETTI, BLUETTI, BLUETTI right now in the comments. Yeah, okay, there you go, guys. Don't forget to give this live stream a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet, even though I think you have already, right? Yeah, okay. Giveaway right now. Please type BLUETTI in the comments. All right, let's go. Congratulations to the winners. YouTube is 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. It's, I will spell it. Well, actually, I'll read it. It's Culinary 97. Culinary 97. Okay. Yeah. And this is the YouTube winner. And the Facebook winner is Bobby Isuzu. Bobby Isuzu. Congratulations, Culinary. Congratulations, Bobby. Winners, please reach out to us at livestream@bluetti.com. Email us at livestream@bluetti.com. Okay, and send us your shipping address in the USA, your phone number, and in this case, because it's the clothes, so your size, your hoodie size. Okay. And attach the screenshot where BLUETTI official says, congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Okay, great guys, perfect, perfect. Let's go. It was our third giveaway. We still have a big giveaway coming up, and this is the giveaway of our BLUETTI mini fridge that we have right here. And I know it normally attracts an enormous amount of people at the end of the live stream. I know the guys coming here for the fridge, so which is great. Why not? So, okay, now perfect. Let me see what else is going on. Again, we were trying to do this spin to win thing, but we just miserably failing to do that because you guys typing too fast. We can't copy your names that well. Okay, again, the winners, I announced Culinary 97 and Bobby Isuzu. Please email us at livestream@bluetti.com, as well as all of our winners, livestream@bluetti.com. Send us your shipping address in the USA, phone number, and the hoodie size, and the screenshot where BLUETTI official says congratulations and your name. Okay, great, great, great. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. So what do we have right now? Okay, guys, apologies. I just realized I forgot to put the discount codes. So let me just quickly add them so you can actually use them and shop right now without waiting for me to present. You don't have to be waiting for me to present the products. I realize that many of you already know the products, so you don't have to be waiting for me. Give me some time. I will just add the discount codes real quick. So here is the code for AC300 and B300, and we also have a code for AC300 and 2 B300s. We don't have the code for AC500, not yet, but maybe we will in the future. I don't know. They keep it a secret. So, all right. Right now the codes are available, so go ahead and enter those codes if you want to save money. Okay, and I wanted to show you the app control for AC300, and for B300. So let's do that. Okay. Excuse me. Right. Let's go. So here is the app, guys. The app is called BLUETTI. If you have any power station of ours that has Bluetooth, I have good news for you. It also has an app control, so please download this app, BLUETTI. It's absolutely fantastic. All right, so in this case, I have to log in. So, just simply log in. Good, logged in. Now, let's search AC300 and B300. So here it is. Now, what we can see from here is, number one, the battery life, 28%. Next, we have PV and grid input, remember? And now we can see it all from the screen. From the screen of our phone or tablet. We can be anywhere. We can be just simply within Bluetooth range from the app, or even within the same Wi-Fi network. So we can have a huge house, and as long as you're reaching the Wi-Fi, a same Wi-Fi that your power station is connected to, you're good to go. You can control it from anywhere. You can observe what is going on from anywhere. Now here we have DC. DC turn on. AC turn on. Again, just to show you, like it can work from anywhere. Show you how you can do it from your phone. And it seems like that's it, right? You can see the PV input, the grid input. You can also see the DC output and the AC output. That's it, right? No, not really. We have the settings here. So settings, we have network settings. Okay, we have share device. So this is the QR code that if you scan, you can share this device with me, and we can control it together. Okay. Working mode, we have UPS modes, customized UPS, PV priority UPS, standard UPS, and time control UPS. So I just find it to be much more convenient to adjust all those different features from my phone as opposed to from the screen, okay? What if I'm outdoors? What if it's hot or cold outdoors? I can be in my tent, or at home I can be anywhere, working at my desk, or on a sofa, anywhere, and I can control and I can observe what is going on. Really cool, really nice. So we have auto sleep of the screen right here. Again, we can learn about the device. We can even control dioxide emissions and stuff like that. And my favorite one is firmware upgrades. Let's check if we have any upgrades. Check for upgrades. We are up to date. Yeah, we are up to date. But if we had any firmware upgrades, we would be able to carry them out from this device directly. And this is pretty much it, guys. Everything is really easy to control from the app. And the app is free, both for iOS and Android. Just simply go to App Store or Google Play and download the app. It's called BLUETTI, same as our company. All right, so it's been, whoa, we spent an hour, 20 minutes already, and we have our biggest modular storage generator right here, AC500 and B300S. So let's talk about it right now. Okay, so AC500 and B300S is indeed our latest modular solar generator. And because we already know a lot about AC300, okay, I won't just start from scratch, I will compare everything. AC300 and B300. Oh, AC300, B300, and AC500 and B300S. So number one, and how was it better? Why were many people shocked when this came out? We got very good reviews from both sponsored and unsponsored influencers, right? All saying, really, it can pull out 5,000 watts. 5,000 watts right here. And I'll tell you more, for pure resistive loads, this number can be as high as 6,000 watts. Okay, let me turn this one off, just so we don't get distracted. Okay, now guys, here is AC500, right? So it's 5,000 watts as opposed to 3,000 watts right there, right? And also, the battery capacity is the same, 3,072 watt hours, but you see it's B300S. So B300S has a couple of features that B300 does not. So 5,000 watts of AC wattage, and the surge is 10,000 watts. It's expandable, again, it works the same way AC300 does. It's expandable with the expansion batteries, excuse me for them. I'm not repeating myself, but yeah, you can connect from 1 to 6 batteries. So one battery gives you 3,072 watt hours of capacity, and 6 batteries give you 18,432 watt hours. The battery is the same, it's lithium iron phosphate with 3,500 plus life cycles before the battery drops to 80% of the original capacity. It also has smart app control, Bluetooth connection, Wi-Fi connection. It also has 140 volt split phase. It can enable you to basically have one output that can pull out 10,000 watts. And the maximum capacity, if you connect 6 batteries to one AC500 and 6 batteries to the other, you have 36,800 plus watt hours of capacity. Okay, now B300S is different from B300, and here's how it's different. Well, first of all, of course, it has a lot of similarities. It's basically pretty much the same from the exterior. It has the same 12 volt and 10 amp car power socket right here. It has the same USB-C 100 watts. It has the same USB-A 18 watts. Has the same capacity, 3,072 watt hours, the same battery chemistry, lifespan. But here's 3 things that B300S can do and B300 cannot. Number 1, B300S can work when it's really cold, can really work under cold temperatures. And when I say cold, I mean down to -4 degrees Fahrenheit. This is really cold, -20 Celsius. Right? So we updated a battery heater, and it will be heating the battery automatically at a low temperature down to -4 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. Number 2 difference is that we're using a thicker 150 amp port right now to connect B300S and AC500. And also B300S alone supports a higher solar input of 500 watts. I think I forgot to say this number, but for B300 it was 200 watts. For B300S it's 500 watts on its own. Okay, and one more difference that we can connect 6 batteries to AC500 as opposed to 6 B300S batteries to AC500 as opposed to 4 max B300 batteries. Now, here's one more thing that is actually counterintuitive to me. And when I first learned about it, we were first presenting this product September 2022, is that you can actually mix the batteries here. You can connect one B300S, one B300, one more B300, one more B300S. It can be 2, 2, 1, 3, 3, 1. But again, you're limited by number 4 if you're connecting either only B300 batteries here or mixing B300S and B300. It's just kind of interesting. And you can also, but if you're talking about only about B300S, you can connect maximum 6 batteries. Okay, now dimensions, it's 20.5 inches. It's the same width, the same length at 12.8 inches, slightly wider, and the height is the same, 14.1 inches. The weight is 66.2 pounds, 66.2 pounds. compared to 47.6. So it's heavier than AC300. Okay. Now let's see what outputs we have. Are they different? And you probably already see that they are different. So number one, we have a 12 volt and 30 amp RV plug. This is the same as we had on AC300. 24 volt 10 amp car power socket, same one. 20 amps max. This is the wall outlet. We have 3 wall outlets. We have 30 amp max here. This output, this plug, okay. NEMA L1430. And 30 amps max NEMA D30. And here is a 50 amp max, 50 amp max output, NEMA 50R. Okay, so this is the output we only have on AC500. Here is a USB-C, 100 watts, quick charge. One more, so we have 2. USB-A, 18 watts, 2 of them, and USB-A, 5 volts and 3 amps, 15 watts, standard charging. Okay, now here on B300S, again, as I said before, we have the same number and simply the same outputs that we have on B300. It's a 12 volt and 10 amp car power socket. It's a USB-C 100 watts and a USB-A 18 watts. Here's the battery indicator, and here's the button to turn those outputs on. I can use them right now and turn them off. And the button turns the whole thing on and off. Of course, on the top we have the wireless charging pads. Again, 2 of them, and they're rated at 15 watts each, so wireless charging is still there. Now let's take a look at the screen, and again you can change the brightness of the screen right here. Immediately, let's adjust the brightness. I think it's already good enough. It's the brightest. And here is the time of the sleep. I will change it to never, because you saw before the screen turned off because it was set to 1 minute only. Okay, now on the screen we can see again the battery life here, 41%. If you click here, you will see the info about the battery, and as you guys can probably say tell from here, we can connect maximum 6 batteries. Okay. Again, here is the PV input. This is 1 input voltage, current, wattage. Here is the grid input. Here is the DC load, and here is the AC load. DC on, AC on, DC off, AC off. P settings, language, English, Japanese. AC output voltage 100 to 120 volts. AC output frequency 50 or 60 hertz. This is 1 input source PV or others. This is 2 input source PV or others. Eco mode, on or off. Machine type, single phase or split phase. Again, as we said before, it supports split phase. Working mode, we have standard UPS, time control UPS, PV priority UPS, and customized UPS. Silent mode, on and off. Max current settings, again, you can go higher, but you need the password from support, BLUETTI support. PV parallel, enable or disable, on or off, depending on whether you're charging in parallel or in series from PV. Powerlifting mode, powerlifting mode can power pure resistive loads up only, but up to 6,000 watts. That's a lot. Okay. Next we have deep discharge. You cannot enable this mode right now. However, it says right here, when the battery already shows 0, but you absolutely need to squeeze extra from the battery, you can go ahead and enable deep discharge mode. Okay, of course, we don't recommend that. It harms the battery, but if you need that, you know better than us, so you can do that. Now, body settings, again, on and off. I recommend keeping it on. Again, if we have an alert, you will hear it. Touch sound, on and off, your personal preference. Bluetooth, on and on for an app. Here is the backlight brightness. Sleep time of the screen. Date and time, and go back to factory settings. Data, product info, input and output, battery information, alarm history, and no current alarms. And of course, AC500 also has an app control. So let me show you the app control for AC500. The app is still the same. It's still good old BLUETTI. well, actually not that old because we just changed the interface of the app completely. And let's search AC500 and B300S. Here it is. It's 41% right now. As we can see, here we can view PV and grid input, DC and AC input, battery pack. Okay, BMS, battery management system details. DC and AC outputs can be turned on and off. All right. Okay, as you guys can see, the AC and DC both turn on and off right now. Okay, settings are here. So settings, we have network settings, we have share device, we can share with our family members or roommates or whoever we want to share with. Select UPS mode, standard UPS, PV priority UPS, customized UPS, time control UPS. So yeah, set it here. Control the time periods, the SOC low, the SOC high, frequency, power lifting mode, silent charging, auto sleep of the screen. All of those things you can control from the app entirely. You can learn about the device. You can go to firmware upgrades, and you can check here if you have any upgrades. Every once in a while, you might do that. Okay, so check for updates. We are up to date. Okay, and yeah, so factory reset. You can go back to factory settings for the USA or Japan. Well, USA is for us. Carbon emissions and stuff, and you can even go ahead and click reset or setup or unbind the device if you want to leave it to someone else. Now, also from the app, you can see the list of power stations you're connected to. You can reach out to service from here. You can go ahead and see your account, current version of the app. You can tag BLUETTI from here, clear cache, privacy policy. You can learn about BLUETTI, BLUETTI user agreement, and just general settings. We have different font size and English, Chinese, Japanese, and German languages. Okay, so yeah, here's the app BLUETTI. Here's your customer service page. You can also reach out to customer service from here. Request, ongoing, and finished. Okay, and again, guys, this app is free. It's amazing. It's an amazing app. I think you should really try to use it, and you will like it. Okay, so AC500, huh? AC500. What else can we say about it? Let's talk about charging up AC500 and what are the ways to recharge it. So number 1, 2, 3, and 5, it doesn't matter. Well, definitely we can use AC and DC charging at the same time. Here I'm talking about wall outlet charging, and for that we need this cable. That is of course included in the box. No adapter, again, this is a huge win. Even though sometimes adapters are required, but sometimes we can do without. So when we can do without, we do without. And we also have PV charging cable, car charging cable there. You can also charge AC500 and B300S, again, connected together, just like this, or you can charge B300S separately. There's really no need to charge B300S separately unless you want to, for whatever reason. You surely cannot charge AC500 separately because simply it doesn't have battery. But yeah, for most people, I say you have them connected together and you can just charge them together. Now, it supports 550 volts roof solar with D300S step-down module. Because again, here for DC, it's the same. Open circuit voltage is from 12 volts to 150 volts and 15 amps. So the amperage is slightly higher, it's 15 amps as opposed to 12 amps there on AC300. Now for AC input is anywhere from 100 volts to 240 volts AC and 50 amps. Let me just check the numbers there. Well, here it's 100 to 120 volts AC and 30 amps max. Okay, so we can see it's bigger and more powerful here, as expected, of course. You can be returning from AC charging and get maximum 5,000 watts of input. You can recharge from solar charging and get maximum 3,000 watts of input. You can be returning from a generator and also get 5,000 watts of input. You can be returning from car cigarette lighter, either 12 volt or 24 volt. And you can also be charging from either a 12 volt or 24 volt lead acid battery. And you can even multi-charge from AC and PV at the same time. Okay, so the outputs, we already talked about them. The difference between the batteries, we talked about them. Right now, guys, let's load some devices. And let's load this mini fridge first of all, BLUETTI mini fridge. So here is the BLUETTI mini fridge. So here it says 12 volts, so I'll just plug it in here in this 12 volt car power socket. Oh, okay. Actually, let me try plug it in here. I don't think DC output only. Don't mix with DC 12 volt. Well, I'll just do that. Last time I was doing from this port, but I don't really know because here on the fridge it says 12 volts right here. I'm sure you can see, but yeah, anyway, it says 12 volts. So just plug it in here, and let's use a hair dryer. The hair dryer is a good example because the hair dryer it has different modes, different levels, so to say. But the downside is that it can be loud. Okay, so let's plug it in here in this wall outlet, DC outlet. Let's turn. AC on, and let's start from the lowest. So it's 180 to 800 watts right now, and if you push 200, okay, 800, 1,284, 83. So yeah, here's how it works. And right now, guys, we are arriving to our next giveaway. And actually, our next giveaway is that BLUETTI mini fridge that you can see right here. It's the mini fridge that you can maybe take with you on a small picnic or something like that, or even when you go camping. If you need a fridge, you can have this fridge. It's a good one. Okay, so right now, guys, this giveaway is only on YouTube. We don't do it on Facebook right now. You can only choose one platform. So everybody, please jump on YouTube for sure. And let me also show you how to purchase. Oops, don't switch yet. How to purchase during the live stream. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's switch to my laptop while people are typing BLUETTI. We still have time. We still have like 20 minutes. So let's say you want to get AC300 and B300. So simply copy this code, click this link, and hold on. Okay, yeah, sometimes it's like that, but eventually it's getting there. AC300 and B300. Okay, now make sure you chose what you wanted to get, because discount code will only work for that specific set. So we have buy with shop pay or more payment options. I'll just click more payment options. You can click buy with shop pay, no problem. I don't even know what like shop pay is, to be honest. So here is a code, and $3,598 become $3,398. So we're saving $200 right now. Now, if you want to get something else, maybe you want to get AC300 and two B300s, why not? Simply copy this code in this case, click this link. You don't have to be looking for this on the website, even though you can. So yeah, and here's the bundle AC300 and two B300, And remember to have cables here. So more payment options, or buy with Shop Pay. Simply paste the code, and 5,697 becomes 5,297. Now what if you want to get this battery alone? Just copy this code, click this link, and there you go, B300 battery, just one. All right, let's wait for it to load. More payment options. Paste. And $2,099 becomes $1,899. Okay, all right, back to the studio. So here's how you can use special discount codes during the live stream and save money. And right now we are carrying out our, I think it's our third, or actually our fourth, what have we given away already? We have given away our, because it has two modes. Number one is normal, what fridges do. They cool things, they keep things cool. But number two, this fridge actually has a warm mode. Believe me or not, it can work as a heater, as a microwave. You know, it can heat your food. Fridge. How did you learn to do that? So anyway, it has two modes for real, guys. Anyway, guys, type BLUETTI in the comments right now on YouTube and Facebook, guys. If you want to take part in this giveaway, remember to jump on YouTube, right? BLUETTI giveaway ready. And let me give you more time because some people are still switching between platforms. On YouTube, we are called BLUETTI Official. Remember to press the like button and remember to subscribe if you haven't yet, okay? And let's go, guys. A little bit more time, and we start a 10-second countdown to choose the winner who we will send the fridge to. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. The winner is Steven Stalker. Steven Stalker! Yay! Congratulations, Steven Stalker. You got our mini fridge that you can see right there. Please email us at livestream@bluetti.com for a shipment. Send us your shipping address in the USA, phone number, and please attach the screenshot where BLUETTI Official says, "Congratulations, Steven Stalker." Congratulations to all the winners one more time. Guys, remember to email us. Don't forget to email us to get because you have to tell us your shipping address somewhere. We don't want you to do this in the comments. So please email us. Great. Text green game over. A lot of Stevens. Yeah, that one was with a PH. Steven. Okay, right. So, wow, guys, so many people typing BLUETTI. Now, guys, if you have any questions or any suggestions or anything, let us know in the comments, that's for sure. And the winner, Bobby Suzu, also showed up. Yes, you're welcome. No problem. We like doing giveaways. We just hope that we will be able to continue doing them, right? And it's all thanks to your support. Thanks for being here. Thanks for inviting your friends. Maybe it was your first time, so you don't even know what this live stream is about. Next time you can invite your friends, okay? This would be very, very much appreciated by us. And guys, of course, BLUETTI, we always talk about solar energy, and how can we have solar energy without solar panels, right? Right. So we have a lot of solar panels, but all of our solar panels are portable. This is crucial. It's like choosing between a desktop computer and a laptop. This laptop, for example, you know, we have the main office not far from here, but I can just take this laptop, and if I have to correct something in the middle of the live stream, I can do it from my laptop. It gives me convenience. It gives me, what is this word? Peace of mind. Yeah, I think that's the word. Yeah, it also gives me just more opportunity, and you know, I can be working on this laptop in the office. I can take it home. Great. You know, back in days, people didn't have laptops. They had to work on computers. Well, of course, back in this, people didn't even have computers. But the thing is that our solar panels are also portable. So this was the whole story. The whole story was about this. Okay, so today we'll be talking about two panels. There's really not much to talk about, so it will not take a lot of your time. Don't worry about it. So here's PV350, okay? And the names imply for the maximum input. So PV350 has the maximum input of 350 watts. And we also have a bigger one, actually the biggest from BLUETTI, PV420 right here. So here's PV350, okay. Here we have the kickstands. So you can, well, I put it upside down. Let me put it the correct way. So we have the kickstands on the back side, so you can always choose the best angle for you. All the cables, and specifically we have MC4 connectors. They are very well organized here, so we'll never lose them. You will never lose them. And all of our power stations and modular solar generators, they have MC4 connectors, so you can simply link them together, no problem. Okay, now just like that. Okay, one thing you have to really take into account when choosing a solar panel is the open circuit voltage of the solar panel. So the open circuit voltage here for AC300, let's start first. I remember it's from, if I'm not mistaken, it's from 12 volts to 150 volts. Yes, it is, and it's the same as here, 12 volts to 150 volts. So the open circuit voltage of the solar panel you want to connect to this power station or solar panel, power station or modular solar generator, it has to be within this range. So now we're working with anything not lower than 12 volts and not higher than 150 volts. Okay, so okay, hold on a sec. So the open circuit voltage of PV350 is 46.5 volts. So yes, it's compatible. It's compatible. In fact, this solar panel I just showed is compatible with AC300P, AC300 Max, AC300. Well, here B230, B300 even, B300, AC500 and B300S. So yeah, and even EP500 and EP500 Pro with really basically all of our bigger power stations and modular solar generators. So the peak power of PV350 is 350 watts. It's made of ETFE. Cell efficiency is up 23.4%. Voltage at max power, VMP, is 37.5 volts. Current at max power is 9.2 amps. Open circuit voltage is 46.5 volts. Short circuit current is 10.8 amps. Operating temperature, again, we don't recommend you use it outdoors when it's colder than 14 degrees Fahrenheit and hotter than 149 degrees Fahrenheit or so. And the best working temperature would be definitely 77 degrees Fahrenheit room temperature. So how big is it? It's 94.4 inches by 35.6 inches unfolded, and it's 35.6 inches by 24.1 inches by 2.5 inches folded. It weighs in at 30.6 pounds, and we have a warranty for 12 months. And the price of PV350 is $799. Okay, now let's talk about the biggest portable solar panel of BLUETTI, PV420, that I have right here. It has a slightly different design from all of our previous models. And it's bigger, definitely, because, you know, to catch more sun, you have to be bigger. Okay, so let me show it to you. All right, so here's PV420. As you probably have already guessed, maximum input is 420 watts. Again, all the cables are very well organized right here. And also, we have all the technical details right here as well. So here's you open it. Let me pull out the MC4 connectors. Now this is the prototype, so we don't have technical details spelled there, but normally we would. You will see, and the most important criteria is open circuit voltage, of course. So here's MC4 connectors, is what I was talking about. So let's say you want to connect it to AC300, right? So these are MC4 connectors that were mentioned before many times. And here's the PV charging cable or solar cable for AC300, okay? One side, the other side, so let's plug it in here. Here we have DC input and 1, 2, 3, and 4. We measure them with 1, 3, and 4 here, and it has to work, okay? All right, make sure it's nice and stable, right? And those MC4 connectors, we connect them with the MC4 connectors on our solar panels. 1 and 2. And there we go, guys. Here's how we can start. Well, obviously we don't have any input right now because we have no sun here in the studio. But if we open it up and we are outdoors, let's say, or at least we have some, contact with the sun, well, we will have a certain amount of input. Again, don't expect it to be 420 watts. It's the amount of input that was achieved under ideal conditions or close to ideal, but you will have a very high input. So now I'm thinking about the ways to open it up right here. Kickstands, as always, you can choose the angle with those kickstands to make sure you have the maximum amount of input possible, and of course it will depend on the angle you position it at. Laying them flat on the ground is not necessarily a good idea all the time, so sometimes you want to use those kickstands to choose the best angle. Okay, let me put those cables back, and let me probably try unfold it. So, oops. All right. So here's what I like about it. It's big, right? But it's still portable. Unlike roof solar panels. I'm not hating on roof solar panels. They are great, but I just like portability. So here's how big it is, and it's definitely heavier. So yeah, you don't necessarily want to lift it like this. Even though we have one picture on the website that shows a guy lifting a solar panel like this. Well, I don't know, I'm just worried that some people can misunderstand and they can think that you have to absolutely hold a solar panel like that. No, you don't. You can just place it like this, no problem. So the open circuit voltage of this panel is 44.3 volts, so it's still compatible with AC300P, AC300 Max, I'm naming our power stations, AC300, AC500, B330, B300, B300S, no problem. It weighs in at 30.8 pounds. The maximum output is 420 watts. The open circuit voltage is 44.3 volts. Short circuit current is 12.8 amps. Cell efficiency is up to 23.4%. Cell elimination is ETFE. Cell type is monocrystalline silicon. And operating temperature is from 14 to 149 degrees Fahrenheit. That is to say, we don't recommend you use it when it's colder or hotter than that. Dimensions unfolded, it's to 26.75 inches by 975. Wait, what is it? Oh, sorry, that was centimeters. It's 105.3 inches by 38.3 inches by yeah, this is unfolded. And folded is 38.3 inches by 25.9 inches by 1.7 inches. Okay, and the price is $100 more expensive than $100 so it's $899. So yeah, slightly more expensive, but a higher input. Yeah, guys. So you just decide for yourself which one you're getting. You can also get it in a bundle with the power station that you wanted to get it together with. And definitely, if you live in a sunny place, why not benefit from that by using solar panels? Definitely a good idea, and will save you money in a long-term you invest in solar panels, you can use them for a long time. Solar panels actually have a very long lifespan. Talking about, if you Google that, it will tell you 25 years. Solar panel, you can use it for 25 years. So yeah, it's pretty realistic, unless you like break it or soak in water. And yeah, we don't recommend you expose our solar panels at least to water. They definitely have IP65 waterproof, but we don't recommend you just expose them when it's raining. When it's very humid, it's fine, but when it's raining, just fold them and use them another time. And also, arguably, when it's raining, you will barely have any input. Okay, guys. So a couple of important points here to sum everything up that we talk about. We talk about our modular solar generators, AC300 and B300 and AC500 and B300S. So this is our newest modular solar generator with the wattage of 5,000 watts and the battery capacity from 3,072 watt hours up to 6 times of this amount. And here is AC300 with B300. We also talk about our solar panels. So, how to enter a giveaway? Oh, we don't have giveaways anymore, do we? We don't.
Not today.
Not today. Today we only have like 4 minutes before the end of the live stream. So next time we have giveaways. Who's asking? 10 or 8? 10 or 8, come next time. Remember to subscribe right now. If you learned something new, if you enjoyed this live stream, you can also consider giving us a like. You can also go ahead and visit our website, BLUETTIpower.com. Jennifer Lud, oh, do you remember me from the Edifier streams? I do remember doing Edifier streams, but I don't remember, Jennifer, maybe you were under a different nickname. Is that the case? But thank you for being there and now here. Cool. Solar for time. Oh yeah, okay guys. Again, very tough to hear that you guys are going through like hurricanes and hurricanes and different disasters happened. Take care, of you and your family. Okay, David Hernandez here. Hello. Always enjoy live stream. Nice. Okay, cool, Jennifer. Anyway, it was a long time, but good to see you here. Subscribe. We do live streams every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. During live streams, we have giveaways by far every 20 minutes. So today we gave away a BLUETTI t-shirt, BLUETTI hoodie, a mini refrigerator, and a BLUETTI multimeter. So we have giveaways all the time. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you everybody for being here. So we have now 3 minutes. And again, also during the live stream, we have special discount codes that you can use to save some money. For example, there we had discount codes for B300, for AC300 and B300, and for AC300 and 2 B300s. So remember to enter the discount codes. Those are only valid during the live stream. That is to say, they will expire in 2 minutes. We are live on Facebook and on YouTube, but you can also join us on any of social media. We are on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. We are on, where are we on? We are everywhere, basically. Reddit, everywhere. So just simply look us up, BLUETTI Global, BLUETTI Official, whatever the name is on that specific platform. Leave us a review, leave us a comment, ask and answer questions. You can also join our BLUETTI group on Facebook. So simply go to BLUETTI Global and then we can add you to the group from there. Visit our website, BLUETTIpower.com. Congratulations to everybody who made purchases today. That saved you a lot of money if you use discount codes for AC300 and B300, or for B300, or for AC300 and 2 B300s. Congratulations to all the winners. Again, remember to email the winners. Remember to email livestream@bluetti.com, sending your shipping address in the US, your phone number, and attach the screenshot. Yeah, okay. And I'll see you next time. This is going to be Tuesday, right? 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Take care. Thank you for your kind words, everybody. Jennifer, especially you, very surprised to see you and very, yeah, thank you a lot. See you Tuesday. Thank you again. Email sent. Thank you, Steven. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, everybody. Bye, Not Slim.